Hello, in this video I'm going to explain word names and standard notation. So standard notation means just a number. It's just when we think of a number like the number 23. For example, let me write it here, number 23. This is standard notation. Okay, so it's a numerical format. Now word name happens when you have to either say this symbol, say it, 23, or write it out. Okay, so if you were to write it out, you would write it out as 23. So that's a word name. So standard notation is the number. Word name is in written or spoken form. All right, so let's read through this diagram here before we start in MATLAB Plus. For word names for larger numbers, we begin on the left with the largest period. Okay, with the largest period. So in this example here, we're converting from standard notation to a word name. We're given this number, and we're converting it into words. Okay. The number named in the period is followed by the name of the period. So in other words, a little review on the periods. We have the ones period, the thousands, the millions, the billions. So what they're talking about here, the number named in a period. So let's look at this leftmost period, 46. See, the number named in a period is followed by the name of the period, and the name of this period is billion. So this part only is pronounced and written as 46 billion. But then you have a comma afterwards. And then the next number and period are named. So here we have 605 million, because it's in the millions period, comma. Then we have 314,000 because it's in the thousands period. And finally we have 732. And remember, for the ones period, we don't say ones or anything like that. We just, whatever the number is, that's it for the ones period. All right, so that's going to be the strategy we're going to use when we convert from number, standard notation, to a word name. You're going to start from the leftmost digit, period, and then you're going to name the actual number followed by the period. Number followed by the period. Number, period. Okay, and so on. Also, the word and should not be used, even though we do typically say and in everyday speech. To be strict about it, the word and should not be in there. Not for whole numbers, at least. However, for decimals, the word and is used to separate whole number from the decimal part. We will not do decimals in Math 25. You will do decimals in Math 50, so just keep that in mind. So for this course, we're not going to use the word and. Okay, now let's look at the opposite example. So now we're going to go from a word name to number or standard notation. Okay, so from word name to standard notation. So they give us this. They give us this here, and we have to come up with the number. So all you do is read it from left to right as you would read a sentence, English sentence. Now, when you do these, what I would recommend is that you actually say it in your head, right? Say it like you can hear yourself say it. 506 million, right? So 506, comma goes there because it's the end of that period, the millions period. Then you start with the next part, 345. If you say it, it goes in your ear and it's easier to understand it and write it down. So definitely say it in your head. 345, 345,000, comma, because it's the end of the thousands period. And then we have 212, 212, 212. And this is the ones period, so we don't need the ones period written there. All right, so in this section, this is what we're going to be doing. We're going to be flip-flopping between standard notation to word name and word name to standard notation. All right, so let's start on question 1 here, and let's see if we can figure this out. So here they want to know, write the word name for the following standard numeral, standard notation. So they want us to convert this into words. Now, something else I do want to mention about word names, and that's this. If you have a number between 21 and 99, you need a dash. You need a dash between the words, except $30, $40, $50, etc. And the reason is that because the word 30, 40, and 50 are just one words. It's just a one word, so there's no reason for a dash. But anything between any numbers between 21 and 99 that is not a multiple of 10, because these are single single words, you need a dash. So take the number 36, 30-6. So we need that. So let's look at here actually. Look, see that? First of all, let's look up here. We got 506. See, this doesn't have a dash because 6 is not between 21 and 99. 345, the 45 is between 21 and 99, so this has a dash right there. That's a dash. And then 212, well, 12 is not between 21 and 99, so that's something you want to keep in mind. Okay, so two things that usually go wrong with these type of questions is people forget the commas and people forget the dash. All right, so let's begin. So we have the number 7,968. Let's go down the list. Could it be A? 7,000, okay, 960 and 8. It has the word and. Nope, that's not it. Could it be B? 7,000, comma, 960, comma, 8. Nah. They broke up the ones period into 2. Nah. Here we have 3 periods for some reason, when there really only are 2 periods. And by the way, they could have been nice about this and put a comma there after this between the 7 and 9, but pretend it's there. Let's go to C. 7,000-900. Nah, bunch of dashes makes no sense. Let's look at D. 7,000. Okay, 7 is in the thousands period, comma, 968, and 68 is between 21 and 99. He has a dash. That looks like a winner. Okay, so question 2. We're going from numbers to words. 15,000, comma, 231. That looks pretty good. Let's hold off on checking until we check the others. 15,000, comma, 231. No dash. 15,000 and, can't use the word and, 15,000, there's no comma, A is our answer. I'm sorry, 1,649. So let's see which one it could be. 1,000, comma, 640 and 9. Can't use the word and. I see we have too many commas here. Nope. I see we have no commas here. 1,000, comma, 649. We have the dash. Good to go. So here our number, just looking at it, is 15,231. 15,000, no comma, nope. 15,000, comma, 231. Let's check that for now. 15,000, comma, 231, no dash, it's not it. 15,000 and, can't use the word and. Another 51,000, and this time it's 104. 51,104. Okay, so this looks pretty good because the 51 is between 21 and 99, and he has a dash, which it should. We have a comma after the period, after the thousands period. Then we have 104. And obviously no comma here for the, there's no dash for the 4 because the 4 is not between 21 and 99. So that looks like a winner. Let's keep going. Let's see what else, why the others don't work. We have the word, I see no comma here, so that's out. I see the word and here, that's out. And here there's no dash like there is here. I think we just did this, correct? Okay, 151,000, let me see. Oh, okay. All right, almost did it. All right, so 151,000, I'm looking at this now, 104. So 151 million, no, that's not the millions period, that's the thousands period. 151, well, no, it's not that, it's 151,000, it's not that one. 151,104. Now this looks pretty good because we have the thousands period, correct? We have a dash between the 50 and the 1, 51, since it's between 21 and 99. We have a comma, and then we have 104, no dash here, okay, since 4 is not in that range. Let's see why this doesn't work, and I see why. We have an and in here, so we have ands in here. We can't have ands. All right, so now we're kind of switching gears and we're going the other way. Okay, so for this question here, what we're doing is we're going from a word name to standard notation. Okay, from word name to standard notation. So now when you do these, again, say these in your head so that way it kind of resonates. Also, I would do this in chunks, and the chunks will be separated by a comma. So the first thing I'm going to do is when I read this thing, I'm going to see 19,000. I'm going to write in 19,000. Then I'm going to put the comma there. Then I'm going to read this 204. 204. So just imagine 204. What does that look like? 204. All right. We need 3 digits in each period, except the leftmost period, which could have 1, 2, or 3 digits. All right. So let's see if that works. And the same thing here, we're going from a word name to standard notation. So again, just a bunch of words, but just do it in chunks. So let's focus on the leftmost chunk. 52,000, 52,000, comma, 52,000, comma, okay? Then we continue. 943, 943. So imagine what that looks like. 943. Okay, and our last problem right here. Similarly, just read it from left to right. 828,000. So 828,000. 828, right? 828, comma. Oops. 828, comma. And then we look at the next chunk. 749. 749. So what does that look like in your head? 749. Okay, so this is how you perform word name and standard notation interchanging. If you like my content, click on the like button, post your comments, and subscribe to my channel. Thank you for watching.